Hi everyone, I just wanted to do just a real quick video. I have all of my face products on for the day and I'm getting ready to do my eyes, and I'm going to be putting on my little favorite of favorites, Eylure accents, just to give my lashes a little zhuzh. I have a birthday party I'm going to, my brother's birthday party, which is a secret, so I'm excited to surprise him and just wanted to look a little extra glamorous in front of my family today. So like I said, Eylure accents, the 003s, if you can see them, they just give that little bit of extra lift right on the ends where sometimes older eyes need that extra lift. So I'm not too bad with my puffiness today, which I'm really happy. I have my natural light source, I have my mirror and things like that. I have my eyelids prepped. So I used my famous, it's the concealer from Neutrogena. It's the Hydro Boost Hydrating Concealer with hyaluronic acid. And I literally put it on a brush so you can see kind of the curve of the brush. And there's that little hyaluronic acid in the middle. And it just, for people that have drier eyelids, I swear by this stuff. It doesn't cake or crust or anything, and it just preps that eyelid. A lot of people like the MAC Painterly paint pot in ochre and all these different colors and stuff, but this gives just a nice layer to get your or hold your makeup on your eye. So the first things first, I did that, and now because I do need to use Q-tips and things, I don't put my eyeshadow on yet because I cannot put mascara on without blooping it onto my hooded eyes. So when I do wear the little accents, I do use my Benefit Roller Lash. I haven't found anything else that gives your lashes that extra curl without curling them. I'm not going to curl them today because I am wearing this. Normally I do give it a little crimp on each side, but this Roller Lash just really curls those lashes and gets them ready for those little accents. So I'm going to put this on and let it dry, and let's just do that real quick. I don't know about real quick. So I don't do too much. And if you can see, I do have my eyeliner tattooed on. You can kind of see, and it's just the lash line up on the upper. I didn't do the lower. So I'm just going to give them a touch. And gosh, I just love this mascara. And with the ends, you can just really get those ends. And if there's any clumpiness, okay, so now I just do one, and I really get in there. I've got my Tweezerman little lash comb, and I go through and get those clumps out. It's really not normally real clumpy though, but because I'm putting these accents on, I just want them as smooth as possible. Okay. So there's that one. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And you can see it just already gives that eye just a little bit of curl, or eyelash a little bit of curl. And that's kind of how the brush is. You know, it's got a little bit of curl, and I just love this mascara. I wish it would be a little more cruelty-free, but that's just kind of how it goes for beauty. All right, and a little bit flick on the ends. And just like I said, one real kind of quick coat. And normally I have just really super blonde eyelashes, and I usually actually comb the top too, but this time I'm just doing one quick coat, and I'm going through it again with my Tweezerman lash comb, which I found has kind of the perfect distance in there in that comb, and really gets any chunkiness out and makes those lashes look natural. Okay, so now, as you can see, I kind of clumped and bumped up on the top, and I'm just going to go in with my regular eye makeup removal. I'm not doing my heavy duty one. My holy grail that I've used for years and years and years is the Mary Kay Oil Makeup Eye Remover. Oil Makeup Eye Remover. Oil-free eye makeup remover. Close second is, it's the Up and Up brand from Target, and it's compared to the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. And that's the one I'm gonna use because I'm not using waterproof up on the top. I just find that the waterproof on the top, it just is too hard to remove. So I do actually use waterproof on the bottom. So let me just touch this up real quick. I actually did really good today. And then if you do need to reapply your base, oh, this eye's kind of goofy. If you do need to reapply your base, so what I'm doing is I have the stuff on the one end, so I'm just kind of going over it, and then I'm taking the other end and drying that off, so you still have like a nice prep surface for your actual eyeshadow. And just kind of double checking in my magnifying mirror. It's looking good. And I'll keep that out for later when I do my lower lashes. And so now, letting that mascara dry pretty much completely. I'm just kind of putting this away. And now, I love these little accents. I actually watched a video on YouTube and looking for something that's not so dramatic for an older eye. And like I said, these I've tried other ones. I cannot find anything that is this lightweight and I just love. So in the box, you actually do get glue and an applicator. I don't use that. I actually purchased a latex-free, let me get the box out, a latex-free glue on Amazon. It had really good reviews, and I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, so I will just hold the box up here for you. But it's supposed to be super strong, latex-free, and it's strip eyelash adhesive. And again, just real quick, this is what it looks like, and it comes with a nice little paintbrush, which I find the easiest to apply. So I'm not taking these ones out of the box yet. I actually just got them. But what I'm doing is I'm taking them out of my little holder. And just a little cheat for people, I have a little case that I travel with just in case something does happen when you are wearing eyelashes. It's actually just a little pill case, and I just label it left and right. I did put that extra little glue that came with it in there, and also a little, not my good tweezers, but I put my little super tiny pointer tweezers in, and it's just in a little case. So, and it holds everything, and you can stack it and put it in there, and it's really easy to throw into your purse. And if you want to throw some Q-tips and things in there, you can do that as well. So I am going to pull out a left and a right. I wanted to show you, so these are my new slanted applicator tweezers. They're actually pretty heavyweight, and here is the name brand of them. Another one I don't know, I'm not sure how to pronounce, but I bought them on Amazon, and they had really great reviews. They are kind of weighty. It actually is really nice, and I just kind of keep them in the little thing that it came in. So you're gonna do this right with me. I'm going to pull my lashes out, which I have cleaned, and I'm going to start with the left one first. And I kind of do this process of, I put the glue on and let it dry, well, let it get tacky, so at least for a minute or so. So while that's happening, so I'm going to actually put the glue, oh, I guess I'll use my little new tweezers here. So I'm going to put the glue all along the edge. I'm just going to paint it on. And while it's curing or, drying to tacky, that's when I'm going to touch up, and I'm just going to put a little bit thicker of eyeliner on that eye. So here we go. I'm going to paint it. I'm just taking it, brushing the extra off, setting that to the side so I don't spill it. And before I do that, because of my age, I'm just going to stick my readers on so I can actually see what I'm doing, because it is kind of close down here. So I'm going to hold it up with my finger, and I'm just going to paint till you get like a decent coat on there. And I do a little bit extra on the ends, because if they do raise up, that's kind of where they tend to raise up at on your eyelash or on your eyelid. So on the two ends, I'm painting and painting, getting a good coat. Okay. So meanwhile, while this is curing, and it was kind of stuck to me, while this is curing, I'm going to take it's my It Cosmetics eyeliner brush with just that little painted end. And I don't like to use actual eyeliner. I always use a shadow, so I'm just taking my Naked palette, which has all of these different things, and I'm going to use down here, and this one is called Creep. The gunmetal one next to it is nice as well, but it has a little more shimmer and it doesn't really cover up that line. So I usually do wet it down, and I'm just going to run my brush in it and tap it off so you don't get any of that fallout. And we're doing the left eye right now. So give me 1 second. I'm just taking that and running it over the area which is kind of nice because I already have a line of demarcation there from my permanent makeup. And I'm just going over it and over it all the way to the end. And it doesn't have to be super neat because I have not put on my eyeshadow yet. I like to put these on first and then my shadow, because then if you do make a mistake, you don't have to redo your eyeshadow. It just kind of makes sense to me. Okay, so this has been curing. And like I said, this is my first experience using these new little tweezers. And I found that taking them, actually, I've been doing it with my fingers, so taking them and closing that eyelid and setting them all the way to the end. That's the nice thing about these accents, there's no measuring. So they pretty much fit everybody's eye. And I'm going to line it up first on the corner and then pull. So I'm tipping my hand and setting it on there. And I'm gonna use my fingers, even though oh my gosh, this works really good. And so I'm just pulling that and getting it touched onto my eye. And then I'm using my finger to tap it on this little end. Like I said, the ends are the places that they tend to raise up. And I'm just taking it and holding it and pushing it in. And this is where that roller lash mascara really comes into play, because your lashes just have that little flip with that mascara. I actually have curly hair, so I don't have those super straight lashes. My sister-in-law has that, and I'm like, why don't you use this roller lash? She used it, and it still didn't curl her lashes. So, meanwhile, this one is drying. So here's the first effect. And just turn to the side. So it's really not too obnoxious. And I just think they're beautiful. And I have cleaned these several times. So here's just the difference between the two eyes. So this is just with my regular mascara, which I could build up, but then it's harder to take off. These are very easy to just take off from one end and peel very, very slightly, and they come right off. Yeah. And just kind of go over it and over it and over it until you think they're secure. And that one edge might be a little lifted, but I'm just gonna leave it for right now. Okay, so we're gonna let that cure, and I'm going to go over to the right lash. And so I'm literally reusing the ones that I did because I cleaned them all last night. There's a great video on YouTube, of course, of the gals cleaning them, and I really like Emily Noel. She shows that she's a great video, seen over 1 million times, of cleaning your lashes. And I don't put mascara over the top. Some people do, and I just find I don't need it when I use that roller lash. Like it's very cute already. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take my lash and paint on some glue. And while it's curing, getting tacky, mind you, that I am going to put my eyeliner on. So right now I'm painting it, and I'm noticing that this glue, I'm gonna take a little bit more. I brushed too much off. I'm noticing that this glue has a little bit of a blue tint to it, which makes it nice for seeing on your lashes here, so you can actually see how much you're putting on. And like I said, I'm putting that little bit extra on the ends where it tends to lift up. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so closing that glue up, taking my glasses off quick. I'm gonna do the same thing. So like I said, my little It Cosmetics, this actually it's the Velvet Luxe Precision Eyeliner Brush, and I love it. I do have a couple other ones. I have get it out of my thing here, the BH Cosmetics Super Thin, here, I'll hold it here. And that works really well if you just want to poke in that eyeliner. Normally on a regular day, the eyeliner that I have on already from my permanent makeup just fills in that, and sometimes I wear a little bit underneath, but I find when I wear, excuse me, lashes, that I just put a little bit of mascara on the bottom and I don't put any eyeliner underneath. So I just feel like it makes me look a little bit younger. All right, so I'm going to, while this is curing, I'm gonna take my liner brush and tap it off, and I'm just gonna go over that eyeliner real quick, starting on the end. I try to start with the harder eye, which I am right-handed, and so I feel like right side is always easier because that's just kind of your natural way. So doing the left side, I try to do the one that takes a little bit longer. Oh, and I see a blemish I need to cover up in this magnifying mirror that does not lie. All right, so I just kind of zhuzhed up my eyeliner, and I've been chatting a while, so I think this glue is ready to go. And like I said, I don't put the full eyeshadow and things on, because if you goof up, then you have to redo it. So it just doesn't really make sense. So I'm taking that, my applicator, and I'm taking the lash, which is an accent, and just starting and really starting on that far end and lining it up with that eyeliner and pulling it up and down. Uh-oh. Get those fingers in there. I might have to pull out my other tool. Maybe I let this sit a little long. Let's see here. Nope, it's not too bad. All right, so I'm just using my finger again and going over it, straightening it out. But it's really easy to line up on that eyeliner, and kind of makes like a landing strip for your lash. And like I said, just having that on there really makes things a little bit easier. This one's giving me a little bit more of a hard time. As you saw the last time, it just went right on. So I'm gonna go up on top here with it closed and just push it down. So I do notice with these lashes, because they are so thin, I'll just show you again. So they're very thin on the top, and you can see that they're almost like a sewn line, but that's what makes them so pretty and natural. So here's the result so far. And like I said, I don't think they look too crazy, where they're like, you have these massive cow eyes and things. But I noticed that, like I said, they almost look like sewn. So you might need to go back over your eyeliner after you have them on and just dot through those lines. And I do see a little bit of, but I suppose it's really, you have to be really looking. So I do see a little bit, so I am gonna take a little bit more of my eyeliner, and I'm gonna go over the eye that's already dry and just kind of touch those spots. Okay. And meanwhile, while this eye is drying, you kind of want to do it in phases. So meanwhile, while this eye is drying, I'm going to finish my eyeshadow and such. And I like to just do a real natural shadow. I'm a girl that likes like kind of a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to take my BH Studio Pro, and it's a little bit more of a flat brush, so you can see. And I'm just going to touch in. I'm going to use that same palette. I love my Naked palettes. I think I have 4 of them. Let's see here. So everybody's got the Naked too. So that's the other eyeliner that's good to use, like if you just want a powder. So I have my Naked 2. I have my Naked Petite Heat, which is fun. I haven't used this one a lot, but I see myself using this more in fall. And then my really spectacular one, my Naked Reloaded, which is, they've made it a little puffy case, and my Naked Reloaded, which is beautiful. It has some shimmers, some mattes. And normally they say that you're supposed to use matte eyeshadow when you're older. I don't. I like my sparkle still, and I try not to overdo it, but I want people, when I wear makeup, I want them to see that I have makeup on. So I'm taking this and I'm gonna go into the second color here, which is very natural. This first color that's on here, which is called Virgin, oh my, that's a really great lid primer too. So if you just want a real natural look, you just brush that over your whole lid and you're good for the day, and you can really see those lashes stand out. But I'm gonna do the second color, which is called Shy. So I'm gonna do this one right here and just touch my brush into it and do the tap off. And I'm gonna do the eye that's already dry, and I'm gonna go on the full lid and just kind of brush that on the full lid. So just real simple. I don't do the crease and things. I did already do my highlight from my eyebrow kit up by my brow. And then next, because of the color of the blouse I'm wearing today, I'm gonna do 2 over, which is called, what is it called? Scar or something? All right, so I'm gonna do the 4th one here, and it's just a little bit darker. I'm just gonna press the brush into it, and I'm gonna go on the outside edge here, probably from middle, and it just gives it a little extra color. It's not really changing too much though. Maybe I'm gonna go a little darker here. Let me go into Toasted, which is here towards the end. And it still has that little bit of glimmer to it. Take it, tap it off. Yeah, that's got a little more on it. And I'm just gonna go from middle. Oh yeah, there you go. And it just kind of gives that little shimmer look to it. Okay. Checking that, still looking good. Just in case. And I always bring that, like I said, my little backup kit that has glue, that extra real super skinny tweezer and such in it. And if you do want to take them off, then you can as well. All right, so I feel like my right eye is dry. I'm going to touch it up with that Creep, the second to last in the Naked palette, and just touch over it where I think it needs to be touched up. Like I said, it sometimes looks like it's sewn. All right, touched it up. And I'm going to go in with Shy first, like I did on the other eye, over the whole, just lid. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip the brush over. I'm still using the same brush, and I'm gonna do the Toasted instead. That seemed to be a little bit more color. From middle of the eye back. And so what I did was I actually covered up the extra wrinkles or the, I don't know, the veins and things that you can see in your lids. So there's none of that showing because I used my Hydro Boost on there. And So I'm just basically having color on my lid. I'm gonna go over this eye one more time because I had that extra color. There we go. Just to get these eyes to kind of match. So I have a lighter color inside and a little bit darker one on the outside. Okay. And I'm going to take a little bit of a blending brush, which I love. Where is it? So this is my Morphe M330, and it's just a real nice fuzzy brush that you can just kind of get any extra off that you don't want and really blend those colors together and just kind of in circles. And if you want to spread some of that color up to where you didn't put any color, you can do that as well. And just kind of go over it and blend them together. Okay, so last but not least, I am using my waterproof mascara, and my reasoning for waterproof on the lower is your tears go down, so they don't go up. So when you do tear up, whether you're sneezing or have a cold or allergies, which I do, but I also do have kids and family and PMS and menopause and things where commercials make me cry and etc. So I found that this skinny mascara from Wet n Wild, I can't find anything to replace it. I've tried so many other ones. It's waterproof, and I just love this brush. So it is a regular size brush, but super skinny, and never get any clumps or bumps in it. And like I said, because I'm wearing my lashes, which again are the Eylure accents, very natural for an older eye, I'm just gonna touch my lashes on the bottom because I have those blonde lashes. I have some lash loss too on this eye from where I've had a sty, and just all the way to those little, and it really just gets those fine, and it just gives it that extra little touch. So I'm gonna do this eye. And I blopped underneath, so I gotta fix it. And the days, like I said, the days that I wear the lashes, I don't tend to wear eyeliner underneath. And I'm not a huge eyeliner fan in the first place because I feel like as you age, you want things to open up. You want your eyes to, you know, look bright. And that's what these lashes do. You know, it just gives it that extra little lift on the end, which I love. But when I do wear eyeliner, it is my waterproof Scandal Eyes from, what was it, Rimmel? Yes, from Rimmel, London. And I wear the black sparkle. So like when you do put it on and it comes off during the day, I don't put it on my waterline, I just put it right on my lash line, that if it does start coming off, that at least it leaves a little sparkle. So that's why I like this. It really has great staying power. I've tried other things. I've tried the NYX and a few other ones. I used to use liquid liner, but I would use the liquid on the top, and that's what made me want to get permanent makeup, because with my blonde lashes, I literally look, well, you saw what I looked like. I looked bald without anything. So, all right, I've got one blob over here to fix, and I'm gonna pull out the big girl here, the Mary Kay eye makeup remover, because it is waterproof. I don't have anything, I can go on the sponge here. So I'm just putting a little bit on a Q-tip, and I'm just gonna touch this up real quick. And it just like that takes it away. I did really well on this eye. I still have that, like I said, one area where there's lash missing from where I had a sty, but otherwise it's looking good. And I think that's about it. Now, now is time to go over your whole makeup. So here's my makeup for the day. I'm actually trying a new foundation, and I'm still doing the mix, but I'm actually really liking this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow because I have super dry skin. And oh, I was gonna cover up that blemish. So you can see it right on my nostril here. Isn't that attractive? And I'm going to use my magic eraser here. This is my magic eraser. It is my Bisque, let me see, Bisque from Bare Minerals. I swear by it, I love it. I actually will be using it. This is my 18th year, not of the same thing or anything, but I've been using it for 18 years. And so I just want to zoom in a little bit if I can. I don't know how to do that on this. But all right, so you see it, and it's kind of red. It's kind of like a little, it's a pimple that I swear by tea tree oil. I put it on overnight and it really helps. I had a couple little blops from some new product that I'm using. But here we go. It literally will disappear. It literally disappears, and you can do that with any little spot. I've been having issues with a spot on the side over here, and you just touch it. Okay. Well, that is my look for the day. And if you do see yourself with a little extra, I can see my nose is shining a little bit, just take that blending, the beauty blender, and just kind of go over it because it'll have products and things still on it. Otherwise, I'm feeling kind of cute today. So hopefully my family will. And again, these are those accents, and it just gives your lashes just an extra little kick for when you're a little bit older. And I think that's about it for this video. It's only a half hour this time, but I had my hair up for the day. Just take it down and go spray it, get it ready, and get dressed for the day. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just love these lashes, and they're fairly simple to put on. And if you have any questions about the products that I've used, just put it in the comments below. But otherwise, I'll see you next time. I will probably touch bases on some new facial creams and things that I have started to use. So take care, you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.